Hi, and welcome to SimpleSpiritualityPH. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I am an intuitive, manifesting-based tarot reader. I am a certified Reiki healer and an overall light worker. And before we dive into today's video, I would like to invite everyone who would like to receive notifications of my new videos to please hit the subscribe button over there. If you like this video later on, please give it your thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, please do comment them down below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. Alrighty, so let's get to the meat of the video. Now, you guys, this is actually another request, of course, by a fellow BTS Army. And this is about the friendship of Jimin and Jungkook. Now, last time we did the friendship of V and Jungkook. Today we're going to do the friendship of Jimin and Jungkook. And just a side note, indulge me for a little bit, but yesterday was Jimin's birthday, and so today's the 14th. I am filming this on October 14th. And so my friend and I, Laisha, shout out to you, girl. We are both BTS fans, and her bias is Jimin, and so we celebrated Jimin's birthday at the Purple7 cafe here in Manila. Now, this is not, I'm not affiliated with them. This is not a promotion for them, but it was so good, you guys. And let me show you a couple of photos and a couple of clips. I was going to say flicks, a couple of clips of the cafe and what we did. And it was so cool because on Jimin's birthday, he went live, right? We were actually at the cafe while he was going live, and all of us there were tuned in, just watching him go live, and it was so much fun. So happy birthday, Jimin. Here are a couple of photos before we move on to the real shebang. All right, let's do this. We're going to be using the Lightseers Tarot for today. This is what I'm going to use to read V's and J-Hope's energy as well. So just a couple of videos to watch out for. And I know my makeup's pretty harsh right now. I cannot be bothered, you guys. I cannot be bothered. I tried, but you know, I cannot be bothered. But anyways, it is what it is. All right, so just a disclaimer, again, this is not factual. We're going to be reading energy. On this channel, we always read current energy, and energy always changes. Energy can be the same for the next hundreds of years. It cannot be the same for the next hundreds of years. So the card that we're going to be pulling out today, the reading that we're going to do on the friendship of Jimin and Jungkook, this may be the card for them for the rest of their lives. This may be the card for them until tomorrow, until the energy changes, all right? And so, this is what we received. It is the Four of Swords in reverse. All right, so off the bat, the word that I actually received first, the very first word that came into my mind when this card came out was Cradle. And we all know that Jungkook is the baby, right? He's the youngest and he's babied by all of his brothers, right? But there's something different about Jimin. There's kind of a, like I said, a cradle. When we think of a cradle, we're thinking of somewhere safe, a safe place for the baby to sleep in, right? Or the baby to stay in. And this feels like their relationship. It feels like they are a cradle for each other. More so, Jimin seems like a cradle for Jungkook. Precisely because he's older, you know, just because of the age factor. And it's a very intimate thing. When someone is your cradle, it means that they protect you. It means that they are fully there for you. They support you. They enclose you. They embrace you. So this is someone, Jimin is someone who is very, I would say, protective of Jungkook, even though we don't see it at a lot of times. Although, now that I think about it, I do see it a lot of times, so it does happen. Like, we do see it in the flesh. But yes, cradle, meaning very protective of this person. Cradle, meaning very comforting for this person. Cradle, meaning very supportive for this person. Now, what Jungkook delivers to this relationship, to this friendship between him and Jimin, is actually heart. You see this heart right here? What I'm sensing is that Jungkook actually gives a lot of himself to Jimin. There's a lot of love right there. It's cliche, I know, but there's a lot of love right there that he has to give to his brother. And it's not that it's not a have to kind of situation. It's like he wants to give it. This is the kind of love that he freely gives to Jimin. This is the kind of love where he can reciprocate being a cradle. So if Jimin is a cradle for Jungkook, what Jungkook gives is the same amount of love back. He may not be a cradle for Jimin. He may not be, he may not act like the same exact being to Jimin, but what he does give is his love. What he does give is his whole self. You know what I mean? Like, there are some people in our lives where they really make us feel safe, right? I know that I know that you have people like this. People have experienced other people or friends in their lives that make them feel safe, that make them feel really supported, that make them feel like whatever they say, it's okay, there's no judgment, And that's what Jimin is. Now, for us who do experience that, like the other end of the spectrum, right? For us who do experience that, what we give to them is actually our love. What we give to them is actually our time. What we give to them is actually our gratitude for being there for us, for being supportive for us, for sheltering us in a good way, for protecting us in a good way, for making it feel safe for us to share, for making it feel safe to us to, say the intimate things, or say, like in a friendship, like tell secrets, stuff like that. And this is the same dynamic that I'm seeing between the two of them. There's a lot of giving and receiving between the two of them. They don't give the exact same thing to each other, but what they give each other are complementary. What they give each other are the things that they themselves can't find, or not really can't find, but they themselves don't normally give themselves. Does that make sense? Another major word that I'm seeing for their friendship is actually safety. Now, we have already discussed that, again, Jimin is a cradle for Jungkook, right? He provides that kind of safe space, that kind of safe place for Jungkook just to be who he is. He doesn't need to filter himself out with Jimin. There's no filtering there. No filtering of his thoughts, no filtering of his actions, no filtering of his words. Who Jungkook is, at the very core, that is what Jimin receives. But I also sense that this relationship, this friendship, is very protected. It's protected in a sense that they do have a lot of respect for each other. Respect is a very powerful thing. Once you have it for another person, you're kind of protected by that bubble. Once that other person has that for you as well, again, another bubble forms. And there is kind of like this, how do I say it? It's kind of like an agreement where whatever happens, there will always be respect for each other. Whatever happens, respect will always win for each other, I mean, whatever situation happens, whatever is said and done, if there are any arguments, because also it's impossible to get into a friendship, a relationship. A friendship is a relationship, right? It's impossible to be in a friendship without having arguments every now and then. And if you have been living together for that so long a time, if you've been brothers for that so long a time, I'm sure there have been disagreements and arguments, right? So whatever happens between the two of them, or whatever has happened between the two of them, if there were any arguments, they've all been settled because they do respect each other a lot. They have a lot of love for each other. They have a lot of respect for each other. And that's a clause that says, no matter what happens, I'm not going to put you in danger. No matter what happens, I'm not going to throw you under the bus. Whatever happens, I am going to be there for you. I'm going to protect you, and I'm always going to stand by your side. And that's a pretty powerful thing. That's how powerful respect can be, um, if that makes sense. Now you know what I mean when I say that respect is power, right? Automatically, you have this kind of shield that I'm going to make you safe with my respect. You can't do anything wrong because I respect you, you know? There may be times when I won't agree with you. There may be times when my beliefs may go opposite against you, but all the time, 100% of the time, I respect you. And that is what's going on between him and Jimin right now, like Jungkook and Jimin right now. That is the energy that's being given to us by, well, that is the energy that they are giving to us in terms of their friendship. And it's a pretty powerful friendship in a sense that not a lot of friends, I mean, let's be honest. If we have a lot of friends, I'm willing to say that not all of them will be the type who will really support you 100%, right? Or like be there for you 100%. You'll have acquaintances. There are levels. Like you'll have acquaintances, you'll have like really good friends, you'll have colleagues, you'll have best friends, you'll have like really, really best friends. And then you have the friends which are ride or die, like just really there for you no matter what. And that's the kind of friendship that they have. It's a very I'll protect you, you'll protect me kind of relationship because we love and respect each other as brothers. So that's what it is, all right? This was really powerful. I did not expect to see that, which is weird because we know that they're close, right? They're really, really close, and they love bantering against each other. But even with me, I did not see this coming, that this friendship was so deep and so meaningful in this kind of way, right? I know all of their relationships with each other are meaningful, but at the same time, it's also very unique. So I'm glad that this friendship between Jungkook and Jimin is like this. It's a very protective, you are my brother, I love you, and I respect you kind of relationship. And of course, they have fun, right? So that's it. I hope this was fun for you. Again, we are reading current energies. We read the energies that are currently coming off of their relationship. And energies can change. So this card might not be the card tomorrow. It might be the card tomorrow. It might not be the card tomorrow because of energy. All right? So yeah, I hope this was fun. If you had fun, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, requests, just comment them down below. If you would like to receive notifications of my new videos, please hit the subscribe button over there. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. And that's it. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right? Ciao for now.